At the port of Stavanger, cargo ships arrive around the clock for loading and unloading. That allows offshore oil production to continue uninterrupted. Nevertheless, fewer ships come here now than just a year ago. The oil companies are cutting costs, particularly when it comes to exploring new oil fields. Truck driver Maren Skjæveland is concerned about the future of her job. Until now, job cuts were unheard of in the booming oil industry. But now a number of companies are starting to lay off staff.
There's a lot of engineers and office personnel that lost their jobs. But right now, the drivers and us working out here, we haven't lost any jobs yet. We still have plenty to do.
Stavanger is the largest center of oil and gas exploration in the North Sea. The construction of new houses and office blocks continues apace. Here in Stavanger, some 50,000 people are employed directly by the oil industry. The local university has also specialized in training engineers for the industry. These students are learning how to test drill samples for crude oil. Until recently, they were guaranteed a job at the end of their studies. But in recent months, the labor market has changed. This student says he's now concerned about his future, and he's by no means alone.
Job getting opportunities are really bad now at the moment in Norway. And I'm a third-year student. I'm looking for a job for the next year, after this semester, so it's hugely affected by the oil price.
Existing oil rigs continue to operate as before, so the Roxel company says it still has plenty of work. Roxel employs 130 people and specializes in repairing pipe systems for oil production. The staff are used to long hours, lots of stress, and constant pressure from customers. The company's managers welcome the fact that lower oil prices have slowed things down a little in the industry. They and their staff have been working at full capacity for years. They say the pressure is relentless.
The area is overheated, I think so. It has been so much work doing in the area here, and then the prices are kind of increasing, just to force the companies to deliver. So for us, I think it's a good start anyway to turn up a little bit again.
But the trade unions are not so optimistic. They're concerned that cost-cutting measures and layoffs could be in the pipeline. And they feel that the low oil price is a wake-up call for the entire Stavanger region. They say the solution is to diversify and reduce the region's dependence on oil. They're concerned about long-term economic decline, and they're calling for investment in other industries.
So they must use the surplus, the wealth, to invest in research and development, to find other income and other technological solutions that can take the lead from the fossil economy and into a green economy.
Norway's largest energy group, Statoil, recently posted its first quarterly loss in 13 years. Shares in the company, which is majority state-owned, have lost 20% of their value over the last 6 months. Statoil declined to talk on camera. Oil market analyst Bjørn Vidar Lerøen knows the managers at Statoil and says cuts are in the works, but it's not yet clear in which area.
For many years, we have been on a very, very high rate of investment, particularly the last 2-3 years. It had been almost artificial high. So sooner or later, we had to see some corrections and adjustment. I think this is, of course, boosted by the falling oil price.
Back at the port, Maren Skjæveland is busy loading equipment for the oil rigs. She's been doing this job for 4 years now, and she hopes to be able to stick with it for a long time to come.